Hey everyone, Mike from Fireside Guitars. We were just filming a short video on vintage style Stratocaster type tremolos, and we brought in a modern Hipshot for comparison and noticed a bit of an issue. I had a second one. It doesn't appear on the second one. Not 100% sure what it is, but I thought it would be good to just take some time right now, literally right after filming the other one, and just pull it apart, sort of live. I mean, this isn't being streamed, but I don't know what I'm going to find, so it's, reality. So anyway, the issue was that on one of these, the top plate here is not completely seated against the weight on the bottom. If you hold it up to a light, you can see light coming through. So this one appears perfect, and this one, if you hold it up to a light, the light shines through. So something is not correct in there. Based on the general quality, I'm not worried about this being a consistent issue. But now that I've mentioned it, I feel like I really do need to open it up. One, because I want to use this guitar bridge if it's serviceable. But also, I don't want viewers to hear me say that everything's fine, keep buying these great bridges if there's a problem. And I also don't want people to be scared to buy it because I happen to get one anomaly. So let's see what it is and see if we can figure out if it's a something that could be a persistent issue or if it was just me. Could be something as simple as one of these screws being a bit loose. Okay, let's see if those screws are tight. That one wasn't super tight. Neither was that one or that one. So, and now that that's been tightened, it is holding it up to my various lights here. No, it's still not. Okay, it wasn't just a loose screw. And to be fair, the screws were probably tight enough that they would never loosen. In the past, I've worked on industrial equipment. I think it's shaken a lot. I think if this bridge was attached to a generator, might have been a concern. I don't think those screws were problematically loose, although I was able to make them a little tighter. Interesting. There's some sort of assembly or machine oil in there. Let me go get a flatness gauge and we'll check it for flatness. Okay, so this is a calibrated edge for checking guitar necks for straightness and to make sure the frets are level. That is seemingly pretty good. Probably not good enough to be a head on an engine, but certainly good enough to be a guitar bridge. There's the tiniest bit of unflatness there, but even screwing the screws down should put that in place. So I don't think this is the problem. This, on the other hand, does have a problem. So this squishy bushing here that's used for the tremolo arm is raised up, and it was preventing the two metal parts from coming down to each other, which is kind of disappointing. Certainly an easy fix. You wouldn't actually have to take the top off. All you would probably need to have done is loosen that screw and then tighten the top screws. But yeah. All right. So this little screw here, by the way, that I'm adjusting, that's to adjust the tension on the pop-in tremolo arm. So if we slack that off a little bit, then I can already feel that bushing sliding in. So if we slack that off and then tighten the top down, I suspect it'll all work out. Not sure why I'm doing this awkwardly, just for the sake of showing it on the camera. I'm pretty sure you guys know how screws work. If you don't, I'm sure someone else has a very popular YouTube video on that. I forgot I accidentally very much magnetized this screwdriver. I came in contact with some magnets that are used for magnetizing pickups, and it is not just a little magnetic, it is very magnetic. Okay, so, oh, it's still not quite there. Huh. Maybe that slight curve to the bottom was enough? Oh, maybe it warped from being pressed up against that. That would be disappointing. That, or maybe the bushing is too long, so even though I've loosened it up, it can't go down far enough. I'll pull that bushing out and have a look. So there's the bottom. It was... Yeah. All right, let's see if we can work this little bushing out of here. Want to come out. Feels like it's glued, maybe? Yeah, I think that's glued in there. Okay, so with that glued, it's not going to move. Yeah, this white bushing here is it's just raised up above the rest. I don't know if it was glued in at the wrong height or if it was too long, but the solution would either be to trim it off with a razor blade or sand it. I'll try the razor blade. All right, I'm silly. Rather than attempt to cut this away with a razor blade, I should have just chamfered it with a drill bit. Chamfering the plastic bushing would take 2 seconds with a drill bit, even in the hand, and I'm not going to cut into the steel by hand, so let's just do that. I suppose in theory by hand I could put a tiny chamfer on the steel, which I did, but that's probably for the best anyway. All right, there we have it. All fixed up. So, yeah. This is actually going to go on a demo guitar to demo our pickups in-house. So no worries, this isn't going to an unsuspecting customer that would be bothered by something being slightly imperfect. I'm not going to go through the process of returning this because, frankly, I just need to get the guitar out so people can start demoing the pickups at one particular location. So I'm fine to do this. I will be keeping an eye out. I'll probably be getting more of these bridges in the future. If I see more of them come in with the bridge not assembled properly, I will absolutely make another video warning people that it wasn't a one-off. But, you know, things happen. I used to be involved in manufacturing. Like, I get it. Certainly not something I'm happy to see on a $200 bridge, but, you know, I'd be very concerned if it was both of them. But where it's just one, it's probably a one-off. All right, let's moment of truth. Yeah, it's sitting properly now. So the slight light gap just held up against the straight edge is not an issue. The strength of the screws is enough to make everything mate properly, which is expected in this type of product. You could hope maybe for better at the price point, but honestly, you're not going to get consistently machined parts that smooth, that unnecessarily smooth, even at this price point, really. You know, in bulk. If I had designed this and was ordering them in bulk straight from the machine shop, yeah, but not as a finished packaged product. So, yeah, that's that. So, in summary, still recommend these. Wouldn't hurt to hold up to a light. Just make sure a light doesn't shine between the two parts. And happy playing.